subscribe.
Welcome back into day 3. Now, remember, as I said on day 1, the idea of this exercise is not to make you sleepy. It's okay if it does. You're not doing it wrong if it does. But it's not actually to send you to sleep. Now, just a few words about the exercise itself before we get started today, just as you're getting yourself comfortable. Now, it's quite usual with this sort of body scanning exercise to overthink it, if you like. To, as you're scanning down, to be thinking about the feeling rather than simply being present with the feeling. And the feeling is very different between those two things. So just be aware today, if you find yourself thinking about the feeling, just come back to the sensation of whatever you're feeling. It's almost as though the scan is kind of happening. It's as though it's happening to you and you're just kind of keeping pace with it as it goes down through the body. There's nothing really more to do than that. And as we do that, the body and the mind find this natural place of rest together. Again, this is a really important aspect of unwinding at night. But for now, having got yourself comfortable, just take a moment to set up that nice, soft focus, taking in all the space around you. And when you're ready, just taking some nice big deep breaths. And with the next out breath, just gently closing the eyes and just settling in to the space around you. So just bringing the attention back to the body now. Starting at the top of the head. And just gently scanning down through the body. So this first scan, very general, just building up a picture, getting a sense of how the body's feeling. And at the same time now, you can just start to notice the breath, the rhythm of the breath. Starting to notice what the emotional quality of the body and mind are today. What the approach to the exercise is. Whether it's very forceful, directed, whether it's quite gentle and relaxed. Just noticing what that is. Just settling the mind on the breath. And so just starting the exercise now in the usual way, bringing the attention back to the top of the head. And even as you begin at the top of the head, sometimes we're not so aware of the sensations in our head, in our face. Starting to notice what feels relaxed. Listening to the body. What feels perhaps a little tight. Noticing what happens as we become more aware of those different sensations. And as you scan down through the body now, just remembering to maintain that sense of curiosity, not expecting any particular feeling, but just noticing what's there. And as we continue down through the body, remember, quite normal to get lost in thought, even thinking about the exercise, but as soon as we do, just bringing the attention back again as you continue on down towards the feet and the toes. Remember, as you scan down through the body, it's almost as though the scan is happening at its own pace, its own speed. We're just keeping up with it, noticing the different sensations, remembering to notice even the smallest parts of the body. And as you reach the end of the toes now, just letting go of that focus, just allow the mind to do whatever it wants to do. And now just bringing the attention back once again to the body. Remember, just starting off with those points of focus. Body on the chair or the floor. The hands on the legs. Noticing the sounds, the smells. Just bringing yourself back into the space around you. And open your eyes in your own time. And as you just take a moment before you stand up, I'd like you to consider on a very practical level, what your sleeping routine is. So the body loves routine, and when we don't keep to a routine, the body struggles to find that sweet spot where we naturally feel ready for sleep when we go to bed. So it's really important, and I'd really encourage you over the next 20, 30 days as we're doing this pack together to try and, as much as possible, not too rigidly, but as much as possible, establish a routine and kind of try to commit to it for that, at least for that period of time. So going to bed pretty much at the same time each night, even if it means making a few changes to your everyday routine. Getting up at the same time each day. Again, even if it means making a few changes. When we do this, the body and the mind find it so much easier to find that place of rest. It's like a natural inbuilt trigger, a new habit which is being created. And we can relax that habit over time afterwards, but to begin with, really, really useful to have that. So maybe just have a think about that one today. But I'll see you back here tomorrow for day 4.